Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode in the skies. I think that we may want to continue working on the cursed floor today. So this floor here, this is what we built last time, and this is working, and it's working, but it's not actually doing anything at the moment because we're just voiding all the items. So I think we should probably link this up together so that we have that done. But apart from that, we also need to take care of the mob essence, etc. But I wanted to start off today, and this may be a bigger task than I'm anticipating, but we have done a bunch of quests lately, and so I want to go through and claim all of these little quests we've done and see how much RAK we get from that. We may buy the boxes, but there are also other rewards like flight, for example, which I don't want. For those of you who are new to this series, I can totally get creative flight if I put my mind to it right now. I'm at that stage in the game, but yeah, I don't really love having flight in mod packs. I think it's a little bit boring, or it immediately gets a little bit boring anyway. But we have a lot of quests. I thought we had a lot more than the ones I've claimed. Is there like, yeah, here we go. All the applied energistic stuff that we've done. Some of them we get 10 RAKs from as well, it seems. 15 RAKs. Okay. I mean, that's really good. So we're up to 70, 75. Oh, we get to choose. Oh, I didn't know this. Okay, that would have helped when I did the system. I'm definitely getting the calculation because diamonds we have infinite off. 167 RAK. To be honest, that's a lot less than I thought I had. But let's have a look at the reward page, because so far we bought the legendary, we bought the epic. There's also these that I haven't bought, and then I don't know what this is. It costs 60 RAKs. Maybe that's a random one of all of these. There's also these things. So this, the base sword, item level 99, gives us 1 max health, 8 attack damage. It doesn't look very good. I'm not sure what that sword is. Oh, you can upgrade it. Okay, I see. So that's probably some sort of mega sword at the end of the day. Rhino shield, 1000 speed. What the heck? So with that we will be super fast. Creative dungeon locator, I'm not sure what that does either. Something from Galactic Craft, 200 RAKs for that. Flight totem, okay, so 768 RAKs, and we could get creative flight. Night vision for 64 RAKs. I mean, the sword is definitely tempting because I'm a little bit tired of my explosive sword. But on the other hand, like, I could change that. We could definitely change the whatever resource it is that makes that Hail Hydra thing. It is super scary to run around and just randomly explode mobs. Let's see if I can demo this. Yeah, so for example, there are mobs here, and if I hold my sword, I mean, it's quite efficient, but it's super scary. This may be wasteful, but I think I want to try these, and I want to try the ones that we haven't done. So like, that's the 20, that's the greater one. Let's try and buy one of these and see what we get. Blacker Lotus, High Overgrowth Seed, and Black Lotus. Okay, that's not the best. I mean, Blacker Lotuses are really good, but we get them from our mob farm already, so yeah, definitely not the best. Maybe it seems like every time I buy the super one, I get the ability totems, but I'm gonna buy one anyway. I'm gonna buy one anyway. And ability totem, saturation. That's actually a really good one, but we already have that in us, so I don't think we can. Oh, we can add some more. Yeah, okay, so we can add one more of them. With the quests out of the way though, let's make sure we hook up our mob farm so we can actually run it and have an income of mob utility. I just want to make sure that this is working, and so do we want to pull this cable like this? Oh my goodness. Okay, that could have been bad. If that was a creeper, that could have been bad. This is an issue that I have. Once again, like, this sword is just a little bit OP. I should probably, there's a creeper. Because I'm playing skyblock, there are a lot of spawns everywhere, obviously, wherever they can spawn. I should just light it up. But anyway, is there anyone in here that's gonna sneak down on me? Yeah, of course there is. Creeper, sword, do your thing. On second thought, like, this sword is really fun. As I was saying, I don't know if we should have this visible. It's kind of, I mean, in a way, it's adding to the whole thing. Oh, we also haven't linked up the loot bags as it is currently. Okay, we should definitely make sure we have everything hooked up. So the items currently come in here and they go down all the way over here, go all the way over this way, and then they go into this thing, and that is priority -2. Okay, so technically we should add another line here for the loot bags. I wonder if there's a nicer, neater way to do that though than to just add it right here. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to add the loot bag storage right here. We're going to set this to insert on high priority because the only thing that can go in here are loot bags, right? So only loot bags can go in there. That saves us from having to filter each and every loot bag, which is nice. And that will just be stuck in there. I'm going to then want a storage bus as well. So this will make it so that we can read it from the system. We're also going to raise the priority on the storage bus to make sure that if we put a loot bag back into the system through our terminal, it should go into the bag storage. Hopefully that's the idea. Then what we're going to do is we're actually going to use this anti-barrel right here, and we're going to once again have a very high priority because only stackable items can, or non-stackable items can go in here, which, I mean, the witch hats are great, I guess, but I don't see myself using them. That being said, did I put them in? If I put them in a storage drawer, it's probably smarter to keep them in here. Even though they're stackable, they actually work in a storage drawer, but only 512 of them with all of these upgrades that we have on them. But that should be enough for a little while. So then what we can do is make sure that we have the higher priority here on the... Why is the -1 on the storage drawers? That is a little bit weird. I want to raise this up. We need to have this be 0 then. So now it's going to check the storage drawer first. Then it's going to check, oh no, it's going to check the loot bag first because it's priority 4. Then it's going to check the storage drawers. And I mean, we could even increase these more. We always want everything to go in here, to be honest. So let's just raise it up higher because we have locked them. So now it's going to check the storage drawers, and for a loot bag, for example, the loot bags can't go in because they're all locked. So loot bag won't go in. Then it's going to check the loot bag storage. So if it's a loot bag, it will go in here on priority 4. Then it's going to check the anti-barrel, which can hold priority 0. So that means that all the witch hats should be saved, but the rest of the stackable items should go into the anti-barrel. And then from there, I'm honestly just going to void the rest. I really don't care about these things. So that is extract, that is enable, and that should make it so that we don't get a bunch of garbage in our chest because we're using the crates. That is very important, but we should be getting more witch hats. So we still have one mega issue with this world to solve, and that is the fact that we have no income for redstone. We did get the red orchids, so we can make a farm based on the red orchids, and that's pretty much what I've planned to do from the beginning. I wonder if I want to do a witch farm instead though, to generate a lot of witch drops on the cursed floor here, or at the cursed floor, because I don't honestly know what will be fastest. This servo seems to be doing a good job at extracting all the stuff from this, but I'm actually going to make a little change here. I realized that I have to get the fluid out of this thing as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a crate here. We're going to put the servo on this block instead, and then we're going to extract from here using the Ender cable, which makes it so that we can fit a fluid duct as well, because that's going to be really important. So this can be extract only. We'll put some extraction upgrades in, and this can be extract as well. My goodness. So with the fluid duct there and with daytime, these arrows, by the way, I don't know if they're lagging the world a little bit, but it seems a little bit choppy all of a sudden. With that there and that there, I should be able to do this and then insert into that. So all the essence, which we're currently just wasting, should be going in there. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. These drums are ridiculously OP. Like they're just too good to use any other tank because they can hold so much different, or so many liquids per block space. We'll simply store this stuff here. So we'll put a pressured fluid duct thing in my jig there, and then this thing on top. Nice. And you will be extracting and you will be inserting. And yeah, now we have a better storage for the essence. which is going to be essential if we want to do any witch farm or any specified farm whatsoever. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to actually make the witch farm. We're going to make the specified mob generator. So we're going to need this mob duplicator, which is absolutely amazing. This block is insanely good, and I'll show you why. I just need to, don't know why I didn't fill this block back in here. That's very annoying. There we go. So now I can stand anywhere. With this thing, we're going to need some add-ons, and I'm not sure how big I want these to be. Maybe just the third one. That's usually the one to go. So let's put this down and enable exact copy, disable exact copy. Okay, that has changed the little icon. So that as a range of, that's a 7 by 7, which is what I think our rooms are as well. So that's probably correct. We're also going to need another mob crusher thingamajiggy. So much like this room, we want to create a room over here. This one, however, does not need to be a dark room. So we can keep these windows here if we want, or we can change them out if we want them to look better. Mobs will spawn regardless of light level in these things. And I think, oh, is it even one higher? It's been a while since I built one of these. Let's have a look. Is it even one higher again? It can't be, right? Show area. No, it's only 2 blocks. Okay. This thing requires power and it requires the essence to run. It needs this thing for fuel. And so we're going to set up a little machine to send that over. The only thing is I got to figure out how I want to send power, because I think, well, it's only 80 hours per tick. We could very well use one of these things. That's incredible, though. I thought that was draining a lot more power. It may be dependent on the mob we catch or spawn. Speaking about that, we're gonna need mob imprisonment tool. This thing, I thought that we had done this already in this series, but I couldn't find a mob duplicator, so I'm not sure. But if it works with this thing, we could just stick that on the bottom. That should power it just fine. Should power it fine wherever I stick it, to be honest. And then we only need to feed it with essence. So let's make another ender tank. Get the scallium lime green, which is also the color of XP, and the essence. Boom. So now what we can do is we can change this up a little bit. I know we just put this up, but I want to have this one here colored lime in the middle. So that's its own channel. And then we'll do something like this. We'll put the storage, which is going to be the barrel still. We'll put the storage drum there. We'll have to do this instead. So this guy is once again just dumping all of its content into the drum here. And then I'll just wire this other thing on the back. Yeah, okay. So now we should have the essence filling up in that tank. And that's the tank we're going to use for any machines or where we need it. So we have an input and we have an output. I understand if it's a little bit complicated, but that's basically... I think this is basically the best way to do it. So now if we put this here, we got to color that lime. We should have essence in, and then all we got to do is extract, always active, and insert on this. There we go. Fluid essence. Nice. Much like the other farm, we are going to need to be able to control this, because otherwise it can very, very quickly get out of hand. I heard you. I heard you, dude. Otherwise, it can very, very quickly get out of hand when you spawn in a bunch of mobs. So I think we're going to move this tank. And you can see how very thought through everything is with how I move things that I just placed down, etc. We're going to move that and put that into a room on top, just like we have this having a little control center. We're going to build yet another control center. And we're going to need a brand new cable that we haven't used before called the Redstone Conduit. And I know I crafted up a bunch of this for a quest, so we have a little bit of that already. We also want a redstone receiver. We're going to do the very same thing that we have done in the past with controlling it from a terminal or from a screen. So the cool thing about the redstone cable is that it's basically a redstone wire that you can connect, as you can see, vertically and all of that good stuff. And it can be connected in the same block space. Now I do need to change this thing so that fully connects, because it had essence in it and that thing there. I think sometimes this doesn't recognize that this is a redstoneable block. So if I do that, we should be good. And then if I press this thing, go to the redstone, we want it to be an output and we want it to be a strong signal. Nice. And then I also should change this to be insert only. Now we're going to change this to active on redstone signal. So basically we need to send a signal in order for this thing to work. Yes. Up here we can hide away everything that we want to hide away. So we can of course pull this up and put the tank down because that's necessary for it to run. Extract always active. Don't insert. Really weird how the redstone cable thinks that that's an input there, but it didn't think that that was an output. That's really strange. Anyway, then we just put down our redstone receiver, and that's an input on that color. I think that is all good and hopefully the same. And where's the where's the card? There. Right click that, channel set to 3. Very good. We also need the killing mechanism, and I'm just going to mimic what I did over there. So we'll put the mob crusher down here. For now, what I think I'm going to do is just connect this up, and I could change this up to an ender chest when I need to, and I've got my cables. Let's just use the impulse item ducts for this. Yeah, we're just not going to connect this up to our digital storage. We'll have to come up here when we want to grab whatever this kills. I think that's fair enough. And I wonder, is that getting powered all the way from over there? Nope. Oh, it's getting powered from over here, I'm sure. And you hear why I can't hold my sword? It's just so freaking scary. But yeah, so that powers the crusher. That's actually very, very beautiful. Let's remove that block, and then I just want to fill this in. Why on earth did it start burning? What? Oh, so torches that are dropped on the floor causes fire. Oh, that that makes this place a big giant hazard. That's very, 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 very bad. I had no idea. So at any point, this entire place can just burn down. That's funny. That's a horrible mod. Why do this pack have that mod? That's so weird. Anyway, I think this is pretty much ready to go. No, actually it's not. We need to hook the button up to here as well. Spawner toggle, and yeah, hopefully that is working. We have to get a mob to actually test it out, and I thought that we would try out a blaze to get some blaze rods. If I've even found a nether fortress in this nether. I think the blazes though, they spawn everywhere because we got quark in the pack, and that changes that, I know. So hopefully we get lucky. Oof, that was scary. That was scary. Yeah, here we go. Here are some blazes. Okay, we gotta try and catch you. Nice. Get the hell out of here. Stupid, weird mushroom creepers. I'm gonna create another imprisonment tool because we had one more ghast here. And then we're gonna head out to the hunting dimension and see if we can find a witch. I mean, this would be the only time I use the hunting dimension, or I have used the hunting dimension so far. The sheep attack you in this dimension? What the heck? What on earth? Oh, I see a witch. I see a witch. Come here, you. Come here, you. Oop. Got you. Okay. Get out of here. Oh, I love this thing. I love this flying thing. So now that we have a witch and a blaze captured in the imprisonment tool, we should be able to select which one of these two we want to spawn. And let's start with the blaze. I realize one thing. If the blaze start tracking us, there could very well be a very bad fire here. That could be pretty bad. But blazes goes in, and then we have to come down here, toggle this thing. And as long as the mob farm is running, we should be supplying it with enough fuel, aka essence. But that should now be doing its thing, hopefully. Oh, output signal color needs to be red. Oh, okay, that worked immediately. Why was that configured wrongly from the start? Yes! This is working! This is working! We're getting blaze rods! Unbelievable! Why did you not pick... What? Why are you not... What are you doing here, dude? Oh, it doesn't actually... Oh, I see. It doesn't actually reach the floor height there. Okay, so we gotta fix that. We gotta fix that because I don't want items to start bunching up on the floor here. So I think what we do is we move this down. Once again, if something is now in the 2 top block spaces, this will be affecting the rates. There for now. Again, this is a little bit of a temporary setup until I figured out exactly how I want to wire everything here. One thing is that we could always go with We could always go with ender chests to make it look very good. But it's a little bit boring, I guess. This thing also gets fluid essence, so we should really, in theory, do exactly what we're doing here and send stuff back into that tank. And once again, remove this cable, get you there, it's triple white, and then we get you there and you there. Yes, and now we do extract always active and extract always active. Toggle, it's really stupid to have the spawner toggle down in the basement. What? Why are you not doing anything? Uh-oh. Oh no. Why are you not mob crusher thing? Oh, upgrade. Whoo! That was getting scary. That was getting scary. Look at that though. We're getting a lot of stuff. I love it. We could, of course, also record these mobs, and that's probably something we'll do in the future. I do want to try the witch stuff as well, though, and see how it's producing redstone. And I really need a door for this as well, come to think of it. Like, I can design that a little bit better. Toggle the spawner, and now we should be spawning witches here. And we are spawning witches. And already, we got redstone. Nice. I mean, for those of you who only play vanilla, this is probably going to be quicker than a witch farm, even if you do a full perimeter like our friend Mumbo. Because, yeah, they die instantly. But that's great. Now we can actually get redstone. Not super efficiently and not linked up to the system yet, but we can get redstone. Which is good. And glowstone. I forgot about glowstone. Glowstone is also going to be good. All right. Let's see. So this should be keeping up. 57. Yeah. Because any essence that we generate, we send back into this loop. You generate less essence than it costs to spawn them, by the way, I should say. So I bet you we're out of time for today, but let's just have a look at the witch hat situation. We still just have 3 of the witch hats, and that's not a good sign. Do we have a lot of rubbish in here now? Chest? No, not really. Why did that witch hat not go into the anti-barrel? Because I promise you guys, if this thing doesn't work, we have an issue. That can go in there, and so it should. That's strange. I'll keep an eye out on it. I'll keep the mob farms running a little bit and see what I see. But anyway, that's going to do it for today. Hopefully you've enjoyed. We now have a selective spawner on the cursed floor. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fan-freaking-tastic evening. If you did like the video, hit the like button down below. If you're brand new, consider subscribing, and I'll see you dudes in the next episode.